Welcome to Coaches Roundtable. I'm Ed Codi, and welcome our guest, our 2024 Armstrong, the Coaches Roundtable Athlete of the Year, and I might add for the second year in a row, Joseph Roth from Elwood City High School and Riverside, dual athlete in basketball and swimming, also baseball and golf. So congratulations, Joseph, on being a recipient of our Male Athlete of the Year for the second year in a row, and it's well deserved.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Just looking over your accomplishments, 14 varsity letters, 4 in basketball, 4 in swimming, 4 in baseball, 2 in track. I'm wondering, 2 in golf. I'm wondering, you didn't have time for track? They had 2?
No, unfortunately not.
I don't know how you did all of this, but just looking at your basketball achievements, 3A title your sophomore year, a first for Elwood City and ages, and then you finish your career with over 2,000 career points, 1,000 rebounds, both records at Elwood City, single game scoring record of 51 points. You were the 3A Player of the Year by the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, 3A Player of the Year nominated by Pittsburgh Tribune. All-state teams, and then looking at swimming, you hold all of Riverside swim records, all the MAC swim records, some state records, WPIAL records in the 200 intermediate, the backstroke, the 50 freestyle. All total for your basketball and swimming, I have you like 17 gold medals, 6 silver, and 2 bronze. You have to have a treasure chest at home for all of that. So when you look back and you hear all these accomplishments, what goes through your mind?
I don't know. I'm just really happy that I accomplished a lot in the 4 years that I did, and just made sure I had the best time that I could while doing it. And I think I accomplished what I could do, so I'm really happy with it.
Well, obviously you're highly motivated to play in all those sports. You didn't have to. You could have rested after swimming season, but you went on and played baseball and then a couple years of golf. What was the motivation behind you participating in all these sports?
Well, I knew all the coaches very well, and then like the players, like my teammates, I've been playing with them my whole life, so I really didn't want to let them down and just say I'm not going to play because I'm focusing on one thing. So just want to go out there, make sure I had a good time, and try to do my best.
So one of the questions I get, I'm going to let you answer, is people say to me, how did he do both basketball and swimming during the season? So give us an idea of the typical week of swimming and basketball for you during the season.
Well, luckily, meets and game days were split up on each day, so really never had conflict. So usually Monday would be swimming at practice right after school, and then basketball practice later at night, and then Tuesday would be probably swim practice, then a basketball game, and then Wednesday practice, and then Thursday we would have a swim meet probably. So I'd go to we'd switch basketball after school.
So some weeks you could have 2 basketball games and 2 swim meets.
Not really swim meets. It was kind of hard because there's not too many officials, but sometimes there would be 2 per week.
So did you ever reach a point you say, man, I could really use a week off. I'm really tired.
Not really. I think my coaches see that I'll need a break, so they kind of just, without telling me, they just kind of give me a break, like during practice. So I think they're good with it.
And I'm sure your mom made sure you were getting all the nutrition you needed.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're committed to Ohio State, in which you will concentrate in swimming. And what events will you swim in at Ohio State?
Probably all the sprint events. I'm not really sure what I'll mainly focus on. I'll usually backstroke, but maybe I'll excel in something else that I really never tried in.
And then talk about nutrition. You're going to be there. You're going to have the science of nutrition with all the nutritionists advising you as what to eat to stay in top form.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a lot helpful. I'll actually learn what I'm eating and make sure it's right for me.
And you're going to be able to concentrate just on swimming.
Yep.
It's a big difference. You have thoughts in the future of Olympic?
I definitely want to try that. I'll be a senior in college, so I think that'll be a big goal of mine.
And finally, what will you major in?
I'm majoring in business.
Okay. Congratulations to you on just an outstanding career, and good luck to you at Ohio State.
Thank you.
I'll be right back. after this.
Yep.
Okay.
What you doing?
I'm gonna fix that toilet.
A sledgehammer.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe we should call a plumber.
No, I got this.
At Armstrong Comfort Solutions, our professional plumbers and service techs are standing by to help with all your plumbing and HVAC needs.
Everything okay down there?
Maybe I should call Armstrong Comfort Solutions.
Armstrong Comfort Solutions, where comfort is our middle name.
I am back with our female athlete of the year from North Catholic High School, Alayna Rocco. Alayna, congratulations. You are the second girl basketball player from North Catholic to receive this award in the footsteps of Sam Breen.
Thank you.
Let's just go over your outstanding accomplishments at North Catholic. 4-year letter winner. You were captain this past year. 3 straight WPIAL titles. I don't believe you suffered a section loss in all the years that you played, did you?
No, we didn't. No.
4 years,
Yeah.
all those section wins, undefeated. 1,716 career points. WPIAL 4A Player of the Year, your junior season. First team All-State. Post-Gazette Fab 5. 4A Player of the Year. Pittsburgh Tribune Review Player of the Year, KDKA Super 7, and a great award here, the James Collins WPIAL Scholar Athlete Award winner with a grade point average of 4.36, and you're committed to Harvard.
Yeah.
How did the recruiting process work out for you that you ended up committing to Harvard?
Well, I was started being recruited probably end of my freshman year. And I always wanted to go to a great school and high academic place that can give me both a good academic reputation and also great basketball. So Harvard had both. So that's just...
So I know education is important, because when we first said about you coming on the show, June the 4th, your mom said no, you're in school, so your mom wasn't letting up on you. So your mom must be a driving force in her academic way.
She is,
I love that she has that attitude. And of course, your father is the head basketball coach of the boys at North Catholic. So tell us about the influence of your father educationally and your basketball, and your mom also.
Well, they've helped me throughout everything. I mean, I've been with my dad in every time he's in the gym, I'm in the gym with him. It's just kind of, even my brother, when he would coach my brother, I'd be there with them.
And your brother's at West Point.
He just graduated,
Just graduated from West Point. Yes. So academics are a top priority in the family.
Yeah, they definitely are.
That's amazing. That's great. So what will you major in at Harvard?
I'm actually going undecided. I'm not for sure yet, so I still got to figure that out. But
okay, so you have this summer off. You don't report until August. You have any idea what position you're going to play? Will you be a shooting guard?
Yeah, probably a shooting guard.
Okay. And when you look back at your career at North Catholic, those 3 straight WPIAL championships, not having lost a section game in 4 years is just amazing. What goes through your mind when you look back at your career?
It was just a great experience to be there and play under Coach Rotman and all the other coaches. They've helped me so much in just life in general, also basketball, of course, but it's going to be hard to leave, but I'm excited for what's next.
Any player that you kind of tailor your game after, a player that you admire?
There was a guard from Stanford. Her name was Lexi Hall. She's in the WNBA now. She plays for the Indiana Fever, but she was probably my favorite player when she played in college.
And so after you graduate from Harvard, what do you see for yourself down the road?
Oh, I don't know yet. Hopefully something good, but I don't really know yet.
You ever think about coaching as a career, possibly?
I definitely like to keep up with basketball and helping definitely younger players and helping them love the game as much as I do. So.
Well, Alayna, you've had a tremendous career, great accomplishments academically and athletically, and well-deserving of this award. We wish you great luck in your career at Harvard.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be right back with Ellen George.
Zoom from Armstrong presents Home Pass Heroes. Jim wants to know where his kids are at all times.
What can I say? I'm a protective dad.
The Home Pass app, free with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi, lets him set primary devices for everybody in the household or frequent guests. Now he gets an alert when his kids leave or his mother-in-law arrives. Be the hero of your network with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi and the free Home Pass app. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
I'm back, joined to my right by the Swami George Abraham, to my left the Tiger Albert Campman. Guys, we had two of the most distinguished athletes to win our Athlete of the Year awards. Joseph Roth for the second year in a row, and Alayna Rocco from North Catholic.
As we talked ahead of time, the first thing that came to mind was how great the families are. You're talking about leading them in the right direction and the kids following with their work ethic and their schoolwork. Yeah, that's a tribute.
Yeah, I've said it before, I'll say it again, how blessed we are with the great athletes we've had in this area for the 18 years we've had this show.
It becomes difficult for us to make choices.
Very
No,
difficult.
it really does. All three of us get together and try to make the choices, and
It's not easy.
it's hard.
Let's go to Spotlight. Boys Lacrosse, 2A PIAA first round. Mars 19, Hershey 3. Can I say a
What
sweet
was the score?
Give them
19
again.
Can
State
I say a
championship.
sweet win?
Oh my God.
Penn State recruit Enzo Greco had 6 goals. Wade Albert. Quarterfinals, Mars 18, Devon Prep 6. Ryan Blake had 4 goals. Greco and Ben Bowser had 3 each. And Dylan Phillips, congratulations to him. His 2 goals give him 100 for his career. In the semis now, Mars 19-3. They'll face off again against South Fayette. In girls lacrosse, PIAA 2A first round, Mars 11, Trinity 9, Maya Cote and Haley Long had 3 goals each. Anna McGrath 5 assists. In the quarterfinals, Villa Maria Academy 10, Mars 8. Senior Maya Cote finishes with 5 goals. Mars finishes a great year, 17-3 and 1. And in boys volleyball, PIAA 2A first round, Mars 3, Sagertown nothing. Derek Piatek 15 kills. In the quarterfinals, Mars 3, West Shamoka nothing. Ryan Check 14 kills. Kyler Robinson 35 assists. Next up for Mars 22-0, their first ever semifinal appearance. They go against District 10 champ, undefeated Meadville 19-0. So we have actually now 2 schools in our area, Meadville, a sister station, competing for a state title berth.
Yeah, it's they've been good forever
Meadville.
in volleyball. Yes, so that'll be an interesting ball game.
Well, George and I have been saying this for years. Then Eddie stepped in and said the same thing. They were a sleeping giant. Mars. We said this 10 years ago.
Just what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Mars.
we know
Mars
that.
10 years ago.
Mars,
No, 10 years ago,
Mars
we said,
volleyball.
listen, if you want to drive a place that see it's growing, with houses going up every which way, and now it's stagnated with houses that kept it a little small, but the clientele is let's put this, they're not poor.
Off the top of my head, I think every sport there made the playoffs this past year.
They're good in everything. You just
Football,
know it.
basketball.
Yeah.
They're miniature North Allegheny. That's what they are, really.
Yes. I heard this a while ago. They spend more per pupil than any other school district in the area.
Thank you for that news, George.
Yeah.
I mean, Eddie, that's what we're talking about right there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, PIAA softball 6A first round, Seneca Valley 11, McDowell nothing. Lexi Hames a 2-run home run. Anna Kolkowski had 3 hits, and Laura Felino 2 RBI. In the quarterfinals, however, North Penn 4, Seneca Valley nothing. Seneca Valley was held to 1 hit. That was a double by Abby Kolkowski. Lexi Haines suffered her first loss of the year. She went 6 innings. She gave up 3 hits, struck out 12, but she walked 7. Seneca Valley finishes 22-2. And Hames, who's just a junior, she's a Clemson recruit. She finishes 16-1 with 265 strikeouts and 114 innings, a 0.50 ERA, and she was just named the Gatorade Pennsylvania Player of the Year.
You know, it's interesting when you're talking on our show a lot, those walks sometimes don't appear against a team that has no hitters at all.
Yes.
You walk 7 against a team in this late. Three hits is enough.
Yeah, those 3 hits
will get you.
is enough in that situation.
Yes. Uh-huh.
PIAA baseball, we missed it last week. 6A first round. Wilson, West Lawn 2, North Allegheny nothing, and McDowell 1, Mount Lebanon nothing. Mount Lebanon finishes the year not scoring a run in the WPIAL championship game in the first round game.
Yeah, score 3, they'd still be playing in both games.
When you think about that,
Yeah.
yes, because they lost 2 games, 1-0.
Yes,
And 4A, Fleetwood 3, North Catholic 2. Ryan Chance had 2 hits for North Catholic. The Trojans finish a great year, 17-5. In 3A, kind of a stunner. I don't know much about this team, but Punxsutawney shut out Riverside 3-0. Riverside finishes 16-3.
Punxsutawney went on to lose to Avonworth. So
Avonworth's in
yesterday,
their
yes.
championship game.
So,
yes. It tells you how good the Antelopes.
They've been good in
you said,
everything.
Yes. Football, basketball,
Yes.
baseball. Let's go 2A first round, Montauk 5. They stunned WPIAL champion Seton LaSalle 3. Ian Ross had 2 RBI. Quarterfinals, defending 2A champ Bald Eagle 10, Montauk 1. Just too much firepower for Bald Eagle. Montauk finishes a great year, 13-9-1. That's a huge win. They beat Seton LaSalle.
Unbelievable, great win. I mean, I'd like to know what happened in that game. It's one of the best wins in Montauk's history, beating the WPIAL champion.
Absolutely.
That's a great win. That is.
And then there's somebody out there in the middle of the state all the time. You know, George came from Altoona, and he'll always say there's some little team out there that's all like doesn't surprise me what Bald Eagles.
Last year, Everett beating the Shannock.
Yes.
You know, in the football, generally you win the WPIAL, it's a carpet ride. It is not in baseball or softball or wrestling, of course.
Yeah, we talked before, Red Bank Valley, how good they are in everything also.
Sure.
College track, NCAA national championships at Eugene, Oregon. Butler grad and Notre Dame sophomore, our 2022 athlete of the year, C.J. Singleton. He placed 5th in a 3,000-meter steeplechase, earning All-American honors and qualifying for the Olympic trials. That is a brutal race.
Brutal.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a kid who tried it. He was a distance runner. He said, "No, I'm not doing that."
And I watched that track meet, but both the men and the women, they are unbelievably talented. I think the best athletes in the world.
They're in such great condition.
Yeah.
The kid from Penn State won 100 meters.
They're such great.
And there was a girl on there that we had earlier. She went from Youngstown to Mississippi and anchored the 4x1 and won the gold.
And I watched some of the shot put, and these girls were throwing it 47, 48 feet.
No, as you said, the records are going to be broken all the time because they're so outstanding.
Let's look at some transfer news. We always talk about the transfer
No way.
portal in college, but this is high school. Butler junior guard Devin Carney, who averaged 17.3 points per game last year, is transferring. He's going to attend Western Reserve Academy I think it's Hudson, Ohio.
It is. It's in Ohio.
Yeah, so Butler's leading scorer will not return next year.
Hudson's where the Cavs live.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's like Mount Lebanon, Fox Chapel.
Okay.
Yeah, really rich district, no question about that.
So
I coached against.
That's a private though, right? How is that private?
Oh,
Yeah.
private school.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Does this give him more exposure? Is that possible? That he'll get more exposure in that regard?
Yeah, he'll play at the
he doesn't need exposure.
No, but I mean, he'll play at the camp.
There's something more to this than exposure.
Yeah.
We don't know, but you just don't leave. You know,
we didn't go to school there anyway.
That's what I said. It's today's
Wasn't
world.
he homeschooled?
He was. I thought. I don't know if he still was.
I don't know. Some of it has to do with his
know.
sidekick, Braden Littlejohn, leaving, graduating.
Who knows?
So
there's so many things behind the scenes that we're not with. In
No,
2024,
we're not privy to. We just don't know.
That happens every day. It drives me nuts.
And it goes on all the time, and it's trickled down from the colleges to the high schools.
Yes.
No. All right, let's go our stories of the week. Major League Baseball, the Pirates take 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, and they shut out the Twins the first 2 games of that series before imploding in the final game, losing 11-5. So the Pirates, although in last place in the Central Division, they have a fighting chance for a wild card spot because that division is very mediocre at best. The Cardinals, the Reds, the Cubs, and the Pirates all bunched in within a half game of one another. Only Milwaukee has a winning record in that division. So will the Pirates do enough to make themselves available for a wild card spot?
I don't see it happening, Eddie. I don't see it.
Well, here,
I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Here's the thing: 30 major league teams, 20 with losing records. Wouldn't you think someone there is
Dumps
willing
them.
to make a
I heard
trade?
Guerrero's on the market, Al.
He's been under market.
But too much.
Well, yeah, what they want to pay
Yeah,
for him.
yeah.
That's, of those 20 teams.
Boy, when he looked good at first base.
There might be 2 teams that
Hey,
can pay
when he looked good at first base.
And that's where they need to fill the hole. Now, I know Tellez is hitting
2
218.
days, yeah.
The Pirates think his hitting slump's over.
Yeah.
He's going to be the next star hitter for the team, but it's too early to say. They're going to play him more. We'll see what happens when he goes on the road playing against the Cardinals. I just think the Pirates have a chance here with this pitching starting staff. Now the bullpen's coming around. Bednar has found his groove again, looking more and more like the all-star reliever that he's been the last 2 years. Can they make this move and get that DH and one more outfielder?
As I said earlier, I don't see it happening.
What's the point of them developing all this pitching if you're not going to back it up and spend a few so they can go from $72 million to maybe $105 million?
Oh,
Is that really going to hurt them?
They had 2 $15 million players. They're winning it.
Yeah.
That's true for the other 4 teams in the division.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what I'm
the other
saying.
thing.
Just say, for example, and I know, like last year, I wanted to make an offer for first baseman Cody Bellinger, re-signed with the Cubs. If you just put him on that team at first base, they might not be a wild card. They might win the division.
They would win the division.
Let me ask you guys, is there opportunity? I know they're close to the wild card now. Will it be easier to get the wild card or win the division, record-wise?
Oh, it's the wild card, I would think.
Just wide open, Eddie,
Yeah.
George. I mean,
They're all bunched in
there's
there.
so many teams. You can say that for 25 teams.
Milwaukee's up, what,
25.
5-6 games?
Milwaukee's going to lose. a lot of games.
Milwaukee's up
Okay.
Oh,
7.
they're going to lose. Milwaukee's
Okay.
going to lose a lot
But
of
that's
games.
the question.
They're
Would
up
it
7.
be easier to get the wild card where you have to beat a ton of teams or win the division? Because I think 88 will win the division, right? They're not going to win 88.
88's no, they're not winning.
No,
88.
yeah.
Right now, like Chicago and the Reds and the Cards are all like 32 and 34, and the Pirates are 31 and 34 heading into this series with St. Louis and Milwaukee. I think something like 36 and 28, something like that.
They'll be going after the same players, and then those 4 teams will go after the same players.
Okay.
Well, St. Louis and the Cubs are going to say
They'll spend. You're
Yes.
right. No.
Pirates offered $15 million. The Cardinals are going to say 15.
The Cardinals,
We'll give you 20. I mean, it's a bidding war.
the Cardinals will get Guerrero.
The Pirates will not win the bidding war. That's what I'm saying.
They'll get Guerrero to match him up with Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
And let's Mitch Keller, 8-3, 3.16 ERA. Not only a candidate for being an All-Star, he should be. How about is he in the mix for a Cy Young award? You don't have to win 20 games anymore.
No.
The last Pirate to do that, Doug Drabeck, 22 and 6. Guys, that was 34 years ago.
When you talk about winning it, no, but in the top 6 or 7,
discussion.
I think yes. Yeah.
He's really pitching well.
If you win years ago, you didn't win a Cy Young unless you won 20.
No more.
Today, if you win at least 15, you're in a discussion.
Yeah, that's changing.
And no 300 wins. That's all going. It's going to be 200. We were talking about that. What's the new benchmark for Hall of Fame now? It used to be 300 wins. It's not anymore.
It's not anymore.
Everything's down. Because in the pitching world, everything's down. Nobody pitches innings.
Look at Keller and Skeens, the Pirates' best 1-2 punch, in maybe going back to when Drabeck played, maybe going back to when it was Law and Friend. That's their best 1-2 punch in years.
And the thing about it, I like Jones better than both of them. How about that? So I love Jones. Love him. He takes that ball every game, every day. No excuses. Just goes out there and has been fantastic.
How about Skeens warming up with a football, looking like
he was throwing it
6'6", 240.
Yeah, he could throw it a little bit.
Maybe the Steelers could sign him in October and put him on the practice squad.
In the offseason, I've told you before, Pirates are going to sign a couple players in the offseason. Now that they saw what's going on this year, next year they're going to be really good. I said this a long time ago.
When you say it's going to be their year, when you say their year, you mean winning a division, winning a pennant?
Oh, he's not talking division. Yeah, he's not talking wild card.
Okay, so
I've said it all along. 2025.
I agree with you. If they get those 2 or 3 players they needed,
they're going to get 2.
All right, we'll see. I hope you're right.
Yeah, I believe that with all my heart.
All right, early season struggles. They sent Henry Davis down. They bring him back up. He's still hitting 160. He tries to pull breaking balls. He tries to pull. He doesn't hit enough opposite field. And as long as he continues to overswing in those breaking balls and trying to pull them, he's going to have trouble at the plate.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like about the Pirates. They never develop players. When they go down to the minor leagues, come back up. In the minor leagues, they go 6 home runs, 8 home runs. They come back up. They're the same player. I don't understand.
I don't see any difference in him. I watched the other day, and he's trying to pull these sliders from the outside, and he's swinging over top, trying to pull them.
One of my favorite guys to try to play so hard, does everything right, and just struggles mightily. My God.
Remember how good he was? Wasn't he number 1 pick?
Yeah, he was number 1 pick.
Hey, guys, this date, Major League Baseball history, June the 9th, 1979. Angels pitcher Nolan Ryan, he struck out 18 Tigers. The 21st time he struck out 15 or more in a game. Oh, and by the way, he went 9 innings. And June the 9th, 1914, Pirate shortstop Honus Wagner got his 3,000th hit.
Wow, you don't realize. When these guys today get 160, 170 hits, you'd have to play 20 years.
Going back to the Pirates, you went past that Sunday. I'm still upset that they have this in their mind, that they cannot pitch their pitchers on Sunday. They gave a game away. They were ahead 4-3.
I know.
Win the game. George, weren't they off Monday?
It's their 5th day off in 2.5 weeks.
I'm like a broken record going back to days. Danny Murtaugh would have done this. Elroy come in. What was the 3rd straight day, 4th straight day?
They did it. Somehow they did it. Somehow they did it. They can't do it
the
today.
last 2 or 3 innings.
But it's just not the Pirates. It's every team.
Yeah. I don't have the totals now, but last week several more pitchers had Tommy John surgery. I'm guessing now in the last 2 years we're up to almost 40.
Yeah,
but this is with a pitch count now.
I know what it is.
All these Tommy John surgeries.
I'm not there to understand the doctrine. I just read the paper and say, another guy getting it, Tommy John.
And you knew you had a bullpen game Saturday, so you knew you were going to be thin.
Hey, let's finish on this note. The Steelers extend Mike Tomlin 3 more years. He'll be here to 2027. I know, I heard the refrain. He never had a losing record. But, Coach, let's win a playoff game.
Let's hope so.
That's all. And this year, this season, there's a lot of, like that, what's that commercial, Heinz Ketchup? Anticipation. There's a lot of anticipation.
There shouldn't be. They're wrong. They're still 4th in the division.
Yeah, I know.
There's 3 better teams in the division.
Browns, even the Browns.
Yeah, don't you think so?
Oh, I'd say it's right there.
No, I think the Browns. Browns have Watson coming back. I just think all
the Browns signing free agent. They did a great job. They really added. And they added Stefanski. They extended his contract and GM Barry. That's it for us. Run out of time. We'll see you next week.
Things change. One thing you can count on is that Armstrong always will be Armstrong. We've stood by our name, from our humble beginnings in 1946 through the millions spent expanding fiber broadband in our communities. We've never changed our name to run from our reputation. We've established trust by simply putting our people, customers, and services first. It's a practice that holds true and will continue at Armstrong.
Got a water leak? Got a clogged drain? Got a remodeling project going? Call the pros at Armstrong Comfort. We can stop that leak, unclog that drain, and install your new fixtures. There is no plumbing problem we can't fix. Our technicians have the latest training and state-of-the-art tools to complete your job correctly the first time. Call Armstrong Comfort for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs, or request an appointment online at armstrongcomfort.com.